Hello, beautiful collective. So I haven't been posting. Honestly, I don't know why. I just kind of feel like this last couple of days I just been so focused on inner work that I just didn't have anything to share. I'll be honest, I didn't have anything to share. I didn't feel like any of the messages I was getting was like something I felt the need to share with everybody. It was more like there was a lot of stuff coming to me, but it was more like you sit with it first. Like they kind of were like, oh, here, like you need to think about like this childhood stuff or like this, core memory, or you know what I mean. Like it was just stuff that was more for me, and like I needed to sit with this before I could actually explain how I was feeling about the situation and the lessons that I learned and stuff like that. And I kind of think that that happens often, which is why sometimes I'm kind of like, not here. And I just needed, like, I don't want to say ruminate, because I'm not really trying to ruminate on the thing that they're having me focus on. It's more like the idea and the lesson behind it that I'm like try to make the puzzle pieces work. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting all these puzzle pieces and like how to fix my life, how to make my life the way that I'm dreaming it up, the way that I want it to be, like focus on my future self, like the legacy that I'm trying to build. Like it's just all of this coming up, and I kind of feel like I needed to sit with it, so I didn't post the last couple of days. I mean, I kind of like whatever with photos and stuff, but like an actual message. And I think that, like I said, it's because right now with this change, and I don't know if you guys are like astro girlies or boys, whatever, gender not specific, but like I don't know if you're like into like astrology. Jesus Christ, couldn't say that. Mercury's already messing me up. Because yes, Mercury will be in retrograde at the end of the month. So, and the fact that we're going into Cancer season, which yay, my season's coming up. So, I might ignore you a lot more. I tend to focus on me during my birthday month, so I'm just gonna use all of Cancer season instead because that's when the most growth happens. But anyways, I don't know. I just been very much in contemplation of life, of myself, of my goals, of my journey, It's just I've been doing that. I haven't had like messages to share, but I kind of feel like right now, like I was thinking about it 'cause I'm outside. I was thinking about it and I'm like, maybe that is the message. Maybe that is the message. Maybe more of us need to sit in contemplation of what our life is, where our life is going, how we see ourselves. Because I think that's the part where I was getting stuck. How do I see myself? Because it doesn't matter how anybody else sees me. It doesn't matter how anybody else feels about me. It doesn't matter what anybody else says about me. Like nothing outside of me matters because I'm the one controlling you, not you. You know what I mean? Like it's my I'm like, I don't want to be all cheesy, but like, it's my life. But it is. You know what I mean? Like, it really is. Like, I'm the main character in my life. So, whatever you want or whatever you do or whatever, like, it just, however you feel does not affect me because that's you. That's your life. That's how you feel, not how I feel, how you feel. And I kind of think that right now, a lot of the reflections that I've been having is how I've let a lot of the stuff growing up, a lot of the stuff affect me. And honestly, I didn't know little things, not control me. I don't want to say control me. I'm not gonna, that's not like the vibe. But it's more like I let a lot of stuff growing up kind of dictate the way that I maneuvered through life because, yeah, I wasn't not that I well I mean for some things I wasn't allowed like to wear makeup and like wear whatever like revealing clothes or like tight clothes or like just whatever like that kind of stuff like that. But then there's also like that I don't know like I just always had someone in my life that was like, oh, don't do that. You know what I mean? And it's kind of weird to think about now, only because it's like in I don't want to say in just Latino families, but like any kind of family dynamic, like there's always they have their always like their family thing, and ours is like, which I okay, so this is a short story, and only because it's relevant to what I need. So the other day, I had me and my daughter were gonna go to the store, and I'm like, just get dressed, whatever, we'll go. She was wearing a cute little flower top, like green and pink, and then she wore watermelon shorts, like they were like teal with like the watermelons on it, and her little pink Crocs, like hot pink Crocs. Not really relevant, but I just figured I'd take a picture. Anyway, so she's wearing this, and we're walking out, and I'm looking at her, and I was like, why are you wearing that? I'm like, it looks a little, and I stopped myself because when we were kids, anytime we were mismatched outfits, or we just like, just an outfit that someone else wouldn't pick or whatever, like, we were always called magochanas. And that's like, I guess, I don't really know. They just called us that when we were little, but apparently it was like like she was like a comedian, or I don't really know what, but like she was like some kind of entertainer, and she would wear like mismatched outfits, and her hair was a mess, and like just like that was, I don't know what it was. I honestly never looked it up. Um, but yeah, like I was gonna say, oh, you look a little magochana, like because that's how I grew up. Like anytime we looked weird or like off, it was like, oh, you look like a magochana. Like that's just like that's how it was. Like it was. I mean, now that I think about it, I'm like, it was kind of offensive. They're telling you like you look weird, but like in a nice, not nice way. Well, not saying it. But anyways, I was gonna tell her that, and I was like, you know what? No, because this year, me and her have learned to wear whatever the hell we want. Like I have been so supportive. She wants to dress gothic and Wednesday, um, and so I supported it a lot. So towards the end of the school year, she was just so free. So that day, which is funny because it was the day after the last day of school, when she did that, like it literally triggered like a whole fucking floodgate. Because it's like I was gonna tell her that after all year I supported her to wear whatever. Like I just couldn't. And like just stuff like that was popping up because I'm like, that's why I never dressed the way I wanted to do when I was younger, or like even ever, because I was always worried about what everybody else was gonna think or say or whatever. And now I'm like, I don't care. And I'm not gonna put that on my daughter. I'm not gonna do that. Like if she wants to dress however she wants, like I don't care. I mean, technically it was matching. The green and the pinks matched. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like it matched. The patterns were different, and it was funny too because like she heard me, and then she's like, the first thing out of her mouth is like, "Why? Because it doesn't match." And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm like, it matches. I'm like, the colors match. It's fine. And I told her, you look great, and we just left because I wasn't gonna tear her down. I was not gonna tear her down and tell her that she looked funny because I don't care. And if anybody says anything, they shouldn't because it's another fucking business. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it was just, I've been having things like that popping up. And I thought, I don't know, that one I would share. But I thought it was interesting that that's how the last couple of days have been, and just very introspective, I would say. So yeah, so the message is, look within, like really look at all the little stuff that, you know, like microaggressions like that, where it's like, it wasn't, I mean, you don't take it as an aggression when you're a kid, but later on, like now, it's like, why? Like that's, you're killing someone's personality by telling them that they're different, and, I don't know. And then I always hated the fact that sometimes my mom would use the excuse, she's like, well, if I don't tell you, then no one else is, and you're gonna look, dumb or whatever, or ugly, or you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't care. Still want to wear it. So yeah, I thought I'd share that. Hopefully it resonated with someone. And I'll see if I'll do another message. Bye.